Hey guys, Jeremy here from School Wok Covent Garden, and this week again it's Wok Wednesdays and we're back on the wok. It's black pepper beef. Right, so I've got my wok clock of vegetables ready. I've got some spring onion, ginger, some red pepper, a little bit of onion. Really, apart from the ginger and spring onion, you can put whatever vegetables you want into something like this. It's a quick stir fry or flash fry of your ingredients. I've got some rump steak. I'm going to slice this nice and thin. And rump steak's nice because it's got a little bit of marbling, but not excessive amounts of fat. And then once you've sliced your steak, you want to give it a good slap. And that's the beauty of a Chinese cleaver. It's got this great surface area, so you can really sort of bash things around. And that just helps to flatten your meat, but also tenderize it at the same time. You get a nice thin strip of beef, so it cooks quickly. Of course, when you're bashing things with your knife, just go one piece at a time. So if you try to do all of them at the same time, it just won't work. I've got my bashed steak bits ready to go. That just needs to be marinated. So we're going to keep this marinade nice and simple. I've got light soy sauce, almost like your Chinese salt really. Plenty of salt in soy sauce, so you won't need salt on top of that. Just a little layer, sort of about a tablespoon maximum of soy. A drizzle of sesame oil, and then some cornflour. A heaped teaspoon of cornflour there, and I'm going to give that a good mix through. Now, traditional Chinese stir frying, you might make a cornflour paste and put it into the sauce. I'd rather put it into the meat, and what that does is it sears the cornflour into the wok before your sauce goes in. It makes a silkier finish to the sauce. My meat is ready. I'm going to pop that at the very beginning to sear it, take it out, and then finish off your stir fry. Okay, onto the sauce, your stir fry sauce. Now, if you can get your hold of this Lee Kum Kee black pepper sauce, it works really well. If you can't, then you can swap out what I'm using here with a bit more oyster sauce and added black pepper. Either way, you'll get a nice black pepper flavor. So I'm going to go for a tablespoon of your black pepper sauce, similar amount of oyster sauce. That'll give a nice savory flavor to the sauce. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of black pepper on top of that. I want this nice and peppery. And then this is shaoxing rice wine here. A couple of capfuls. And what a lot of people don't know about shaoxing rice wine is we can put it into sauces, you can put it into marinades, but also a little drip at the end of a stir fry just sort of accentuates sweet savory flavor as well. Give that a good mix. And then we're going to top that up with some homemade chicken stock. You can use any sort of chicken stock cube if you wish as well. And that's just going to finish your stir fry off nicely. So my sauce at the end of my wok clock, ready to go. Right, so there's a few different ways you can actually cook this. I'm going to sear my beef first and then just finish it off in the sauce very quickly after that. You could put it later on in the stir fry, but I want to get a nice seared sort of texture on the outer parts of the beef. High heat makes your woks nice and hot. Oil into the wok. At this searing point, you do need enough oil to char your beef. Circle that around and then your beef's going to go in. You can see that smoking away. And start to separate out your beef pieces I've just turned the heat down very slightly. You can see straight away that the corn flour is just helping that to char and sear quicker. Turn that around, sear the other side. You want to hear that sizzling sound, and that's what's so exciting about wok cooking. I'm not going to overcook this. Take that straight back out into the same bowl. We're going to cook it again with your sauce. I don't mind a little bit of sticking on the base of the wok. I'm just going to add one more bit of oil, and then we're going to start to fry off the rest of your ingredients. Your ginger and your spring onion go straight in, and you can see how quickly this is all going to work from here. Again, you want to crisp up your ginger nicely. Just keep moving that around before you add the rest of your veg in. My wok's a little dry there, so just a drizzle of oil, and then your peppers and onions can go in. Fold that through. If you've got a lot of dry smoke, then at this point, give it a quick flick through. Now that sauce is going to really cook everything through in a second. So at this point, your sauce is going to go in. Make sure it's on a really, really high heat so that when your sauce goes in, it bubbles up straight away. Whoa, try and keep the sauce in the wok if you can. Right, my sauce is in, and that's on a vigorous boil. Now when my beef comes in, it's the corn flour is going to sort of interact with that sauce and start to thicken it up slightly. You don't want to overcook that beef, because you can see with this sauce that it's becoming more and more silky from that corn flour sipping into it. That's it. I don't want to go any further. I don't want to overcook my beef. Oh, I can smell that black pepper. Time to serve up. Great colour from those spring onions and the pepper. Plenty of sauce to finish it off as well. Oh. That is making me hungry already. You can see I've got a nice clean wok, nothing stuck to it. That's the way your wok needs to be. My favourite part of all the videos, the bit that you guys don't get. Tender piece of beef. One of my favourite things from childhood is actually stir-fried or flash-fried spring onion like this. With a little bit of oyster sauce, I could eat a whole bowl of that. Just brings out the sweetness. So if you like this type of cooking, quick wok cooking, flash-fried beef with black pepper, then follow us, subscribe to our channel.